Now, where local sports always come first, this is Action 4 Sports.
Hello, Rio Grande Valley High School football fans. Action 4 Sports Director Clay Williams here with your picks for the winners for Week 4 of Valley High School football. But before we get to the picks, let's talk about how we did in Week 3. Not a bad week. We only had 22 games once it was all said and done with the rain cancellations. And in those 22 games, I picked the winners right in 17 of them. That's right, 17-5 last week. That means for a 4-week total, 69 wins against 34 losses. That's picking at 67%. That's not bad, but I want to get over 70%. Let's see if we can get there this week with our picks for Week 4. Let's start on Thursday, and let's start out west where it is the first games in District 32-4A gets underway. Mercedes at Mission Veterans. I've got the Patriots coming away with a win there. Rio Grande City is at PSJA Southwest. I think it finally starts to pay off for the Rattlers playing all those 5A teams in non-district. I believe the Rattlers get their first win of the year against the Javelinas in FAR. Meanwhile, 35A, it's La Jolla Juarez Lincoln at Edinburgh Vela. The SaberCats seem to be playing very well week in and week out. They are consistent. I think they will take the win there. Those are your 3 games on Thursday. Let's start on Friday now, and let's start out west. Let's start in Starr County with one of the biggest games of the night on the 32-4A schedule. That is Ed Couch Elsa at Roma. Ed Couch Elsa coming off of their first loss at Laredo Alexander. Roma coming off of a bye week. Before that, they beat Laredo LBJ thanks to Orly Solis's 460 yards rushing, a Valley record. This is a great game. I've got Ed Couch Elsa, though, coming back and winning at Starr County. It will be a great game to watch, however. Now, meanwhile, let's go to La Jolla, where the Palmview Lobos in their first game under new interim head coach Maggie Requeñez, and I've got them losing. Unfortunately, the Lobos will stay winless because the Donna Redskins are in town. I've got Donna winning that game. Far Valley View is at Mission. Expect the Eagles to win on the home field of Tom Landry Stadium. Edinburgh Economides at Sherryland. This was a barn burner last year. Expect nothing less this year, but Sherryland looks very good. Expect the Rattlers to get a win there. Edinburgh at Edinburgh North Cat Stadium for an intercity matchup. I've got the North Cougars coming away with a win over the Bobcats there. Weslaco East at McAllen. Very interesting matchup here as Mac High is 4-0, but I do expect them to go to 5-0 with a win over the Weslaco East Wildcats. It's Holy Bowl 2. That's right, in FAR Oratory, hosting Brownsville St. Joseph in the matchup of the 2 Catholic schools here in the Valley that play football. I've got the St. Joseph Bloodhounds winning that one at FAR Oratory. PSJ North, PSJA, more of the Tri-City Championship. The Bears came off their first loss of last week, but I expect them to rebound. The Bears should take it to the Raiders there. Progresso is at Donna North, and the Donna North Chiefs play their first ever home game at Benny LaPrade Stadium. It's a proud night for them, but Progresso has been playing very well. They've got 2 wins in a row. I think the Red Ants will take that one. Benavides is at Monte Alto. The Blue Devils should get a win over the Eagles there. PSJ Memorial at Weslaco. The Panthers are running strong. Don't expect them to lose despite PSJ Memorial coming off of the big win over San Benito. Hidalgo is at Santa Maria in a non-district matchup. The Pirates should get the win over the Cougars there on the Military Highway. Odom at Santa Rosa as the Warriors begin their 32-2A district schedule, and I expect the Odom Owls to come down and get a win there. That's a tough team. Another Coastal Bend team coming down to the Valley. Orange Grove will take on Lyford. Lyford has run up against some hard luck lately. Orange Grove, they're pretty good. Bulldogs versus Bulldogs, I'm going to take Orange Grove there. Brownsville Porter is at Harlingen South. Expect the Porter Cowboys to stay winless on the year. Harlingen South Hawks will stay unbeaten with a win at Bogus Stadium. Raymondville is at Rio Hondo, a great matchup of 2 3A teams. Raymondville coming off of that strong win over Sinton last week. I think the Bearcats will take it to the Bobcats there. McAllen Rowe is at San Benito. The Rowe Warriors putting up some big points. I think they will be able to take it to the Greyhounds defense and get a win. Los Fresnos is at Brownsville Lopez, a very interesting 32-5A matchup. I think the Falcons have enough firepower to win over the Lobos. The Lobos, of course, coming off of their first loss of the year last week at Harlingen. One of the biggest games of the night, La Grulla at Port Isabel. It is not a district matchup, but it is still a matchup of 2 4-0 teams. And in this one, Port Isabel should get the win, dealing the Gators their first loss of the year. Out of town, it is La Villa at Bruni. This is a great matchup, and I do believe that La Villa will come away with a win, despite the fact that Bruni has not lost a game all year long. On Saturday, 2 games at Sam Stadium in Brownsville. Brownsville Veterans is at Brownsville Hannah. Both of these teams coming off of good games. Veterans lost to Harlingen South. Hannah with a win over Pace, but I do believe it will be the Chargers coming away with the win there, and that is the 1 o'clock game at Sam's. The 7 o'clock game in Brownsville is Pace taking on Rivera. Expect the Raiders to get their first win of the year over the Vikings there. Those are the picks for Week 4 of Valley High School football. We'll see you right back here again next week.